Welcome to your coverage of Missoula's sports heroes. You're tuned in to the Missoula Prep Sports Network live stream of local sports.
Ladies and gentlemen, gentlemen.
This presentation of Missoula Sports is proudly powered by Fuel Fitness, the only gym from Montana for Montana.
Check it out.
MPSN is your leader in Missoula's prep sports.
Woo!
We now take you to the action on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Everybody hustles out there, okay, guys? Nobody quits.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Allegiance Field at Ogren Park. Happy Memorial Day as we have the final day of play at the 2019 Missoula Mavericks Memorial Day Tournament, and it is the Butte Miners hosting the Bozeman Bucks for our first game of the day. We've got 3 games and then the championship game today, as we will have the Miners and the Bucks right now, and then coming up after this game, it is Coeur d'Alene and Vauxhall at 12:30, Missoula Mavericks and Great Falls at 3:30, and then the championship game is at 6 o'clock. Right now, Vauxhall leads the way 3-0 on the tournament. They have not allowed a run yet this tournament as well. For Missoula Mavericks, they're 2-1. Bitterroot Bucks are 2-1 as well. And then we have Coeur d'Alene at 1-2, Miners at 0-3, and the Chargers 1-2. Let's go ahead and take a look at our starting lineups for today's game between the Bucks and the Miners. Leading things off with the Bucks, who are the away team. Number 2, Keller Murfitt, the center fielder. Number 17, Finn Schneider, the DH, will bat second. Batting third is number 11, Sage McMinn, the right fielder. Batting fourth is number 12, Alton Geiselman. He's holding down third base. The second baseman, number 3, Ben Hubley, will bat fifth. Batting sixth is number 15, Karsten Simcox, the first baseman. The catcher, number 8, Logan Palethorpe, will bat seventh. Batting eighth is number 13, Parker McMahon. He's the shortstop. And capping off the order is number 5, Ethan Coleman, the left fielder. Now for the Butte Miners. Number 2, Kenley Leary, the center fielder, starts things off. Scout Allen, number 4, will be the second baseman. Batting third is Aiden Lee. He's number 5, holding down first base. The shortstop will bat fourth. That's number 11, Ryan Wall. Batting fifth is number 12, Casey Kotzman. He is the left fielder. Third baseman bats sixth. That's Evan Starr, number 18. Number 20, Riley Chayote, is the DH, batting seventh. Batting eighth is number 19, Carson Dodge, the catcher. And number 6, Koti Stakar, the right fielder, to round out the order. So we've got the young man on the field ready to play. We're going to have the national anthem here in just a moment as we honor those that have fallen, those that continue to serve, and those that have given their lives for us on this Memorial Day. Our umpires at the plate is Wayne Wade, and Klein Voorhees is our field umpire. We're going to go ahead and step aside for the national anthem. When we come back, we'll have your first pitch. You're listening to Legion Baseball on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Have you recently found yourself in a situation where you need a lawyer? Give our friends at Tip Coburn & Associates a call today. They have been practicing injury, employment, and criminal defense in addition to other areas of law for the past 60 years. Give Tip Coburn & Associates a call today at 406-549-5186 or stop by their website at www.tipcoburnandassociates.com. Tip Coburn & Associates, lawyers fighting for Montana since 1959 and proud sponsors of Missoula Prep Sports on MPSN.
Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Montana owned and Montana proud. Your $29 a month Montana Mega Gym. Fuel has premier facilities with the latest equipment, nutrition superstores, high energy classes, refreshing smoothie bars, attentive childcare, expert trainers, and we never close. Best of all, you have access to 6 locations statewide for just $29 a month. That's less than $1 a day. Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Go to clubfuelfitness.com right now to find a Montana location near you.
Fast Trip Conoco and Magic Touch Car Wash are at it again. They've taken what was already the best wash in town, the best value in town, and made it even better. Now, whenever you gas up your rig at Fast Trip Conoco, you can clean it up for half price. Yeah, you heard that right. When you fuel up your car at Fast Trip Conoco, you can get any wash at Magic Touch Car Wash for half price.
Warning. This is not a drill.
It's the Gas It Up, Clean It Up special at Fast Trip Conoco and Magic Touch Car Wash on reserve across from Larchmont.
Half-price wash only valid when purchased at the pump or in Fast Trip Conoco.
If you're looking to upgrade your car, stop by Five Valley Auto Sales. From the moment you walk through the door, you'll be in for the best car buying experience ever. From their large inventory to their experienced staff, Five Valley Auto Sales is committed to helping you find the right car for you. View their featured vehicles online at www.5valleyautosales.com or stop by their location at 3300 South Reserve Street in Missoula. Five Valley Auto Sales is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on MPSN.
Welcome back to MPSN as we get ready for first pitch between the Bozeman Bucks and the Butte Miners. Chris Stratton from the Missoula Prep Sports Network at Allegiance Field at Ogren Park, home of the Missoula Osprey Pioneer League team, and it's been a fun weekend here. We had a rain delay last night, 2 hour before the final game of the day between Coeur d'Alene and Missoula, and the players. It's always fun when you have these games, these tournaments for the baseball season. I've covered a lot of different sports, but baseball is very unique in the fashion of how the boys interact with each other when you do have those timeouts, rain delays. It was a lot of fun. They were chucking the baseball back and forth between the dugouts, writing messages on the baseball as they were chucking it back and forth. And then, well, what else is there to do at a ballpark when there's a rain delay for Legion Baseball but have the big man race? So the two biggest men from each team, or the biggest men from each team, went down and raced from the wall in right field down the first base line to home plate. And it was Zach Hangus for the Missoula Mavericks and Brendan Gay for the Coeur d'Alene Lumbermen. And, well, Hangus was able to take Lee by a huge margin. You can catch up with that fun little race if you go to our Facebook page, MPSN at MPSN 406, as I put the race up there. It's also on Instagram as well as Twitter. And if you take a moment and check them out, that would be great. Those boys had so much fun. I want to take a moment here and have a moment of silence for our fallen soldiers that we are remembering today on Memorial Day, those that have served to protect us, to allow us to come out. So we'll have a moment of silence. Alrighty, folks, this is a very special day today, and these boys are very honored to be able to play baseball in today's matchup. The pitchers today for the Butte Miners, it is Wolfgang Doty on the Five Valley Auto pitcher's mound right now, and Sam Schmidt will pitch against the Miners. So, Doty ready with the first pitch, and it's on its way outside for ball one. First pitch is at 10:02. And we've got a game time temp of 54 degrees. There is a slight wind of 5 miles per hour. This one's going to roll out into right field, and Bozeman is going to start off with a hit. And a wind out of the west-southwest of 5 miles an hour. We do have 66% chance or 30% chance of precipitation today, but we're hoping that it'll hold off. So 1 on, no outs here in the bottom of the first, as we get the throw to first by Doty. Here's the stretch and set. And an outside pitch for ball one to Finn Schneider. Finn Schneider, the designated hitter in today's matchup. That puts Sage McMinn in the on-deck circle. Runner steps away from first. Doty checks him over on that side. Here's the pitch. And that one's going to come inside for ball 2. For Schneider, he would pitch yesterday against Great Falls in the Bozeman win. That would be an 8-6 win over the Chargers. And the runner is going to take off for second and get it. As we go to ball 3. So 3-0 on the count with a runner at second now. And a throw down the third base line. The tag is not in time. And a walk to put runners on the corners. So that takes us to Sage McMinn with runners on the corners and no outs. Here's Doty with the pitch, and we'll go outside for a ball. McMinn settling in against Great Falls yesterday. He would go 0 for 4 as this one's popped foul for strike 1. 3 ground balls and a pop out. Against Missoula, though, McMinn reached off an error. He was 0 for 4 once again, but did reach off the error in the second inning. Here's the pitch as the runner's going to go. The throw to second is made, but is not on target. And we'll have runners at second and third as we go 2-1 on the count for McMinn. Starting off against Coeur d'Alene, McMinn. 3 for 5. He'd have a double, 2 singles, a run, 2 RBIs, as this one's going to be a roller out to left field, and that will bring in the runner from third. And Bozeman will jump on the board with no outs. 1-0 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. So that puts runners on the corners with no outs, with Alton Geiselman, the third baseman, coming to the plate. Doty with the stretch and set. And the runner's going to go again. This time the ball will not make it. The throw home is not in time. And Schneider's going to score as the runner now makes his way to third, and the Bucks make it 2-0 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard off the air. So that puts McMinn at third now, and a ball. To Geiselman. Geiselman will check swing, but that's going to be ball 2. For the Bucks, they're 2-1. They've allowed a total of 16 runs on the weekend in 3 games. That would be in 22 innings of play, as this one's hopped high into left field. It's got some leg. It's back, and that one is off the sign. That will bring home the runner from third, as the triple by Geiselman will make it 3-0 Bucks right here in the top of the first. We go to the second baseman, number 3, Ben Hubley now. with a runner at third and no outs. This one's going to be fouled down the first base line to get us to strike one. After all the moisture yesterday, went down and checked out the field before the game. As we get a pitch over the plate to go to strike two, 0-2 on the count. So Doty ahead in the count here. And they put a lot of product down yesterday. It was really great to watch the boys work to put this together. As the first baseman's going to get it on the glove, he's not going to be able to pick it up, and that's going to allow the runner to reach off of the air. And clearing Geiselman from third. So it's now 4-0 Bucks. And Wade wants the players along the outside of the dugout to go ahead and crawl inside there. So Doty now with a runner at first, checks. And we've got Karsten Simcox in the box. Here's the pitch, comes in low, and that's going to allow the runner to get to second. The throw will not be made. And we will have ball one. Yesterday, Butte taking on Coeur d'Alene, and it would be a rough job as we would have rain start drizzling in and make things pretty muddy, especially around home plate. I was feeling for Buny, who was down there, as this pitch is going to be wild and allow the runner to advance to third, and we go 2-0 on the count. Butte still searching for their first out, but I have my hats off to Buny because he had to work really hard yesterday at the catcher position behind the plate. There was a lot of mud and clay built up, and he had to work to clear that off of the bottom of his cleats, and my hat's off to him and his play yesterday behind the plate. Here's the 2-0, and we get to ball three now on the pitch. But I walked around the field this morning, and the infield, the Osprey staff did a great job of putting it together last night, and then they were back here very early this morning to work on it. The outfield is very, very good. It's not spongy, it's hard, it's a good surface to run and walk on, as we get a walk to put runners on the corners now for the Bucks. And that will bring out the pitching coach to check in with Doty. Now, folks, we're on the go. It's Memorial Day weekend is the kickoff for our summer fun as we hit the river and we do some camping. Whatever you're going to be doing, traveling, well, the first place you should stop in is Fast Trip Conoco. Whether you need to fill up the tank or grab some drinks, maybe you need some ice for the cooler to head out to the lake, well, Fast Trip Conoco is your one-stop shop. Maybe on your way back you want to take a look at your car and get it cleaned up. Well, Magic Touch Car Wash is right there in the parking lot. Fast Trip Conoco, located across from Larchmont Golf Course on South Reserve. Fast Trip Conoco, a proud sponsor of high school sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network. So with the visit concluded, runners on the corners, no outs, it puts Logan Palethorpe in the box. Doty with the pitch. And this one's going to go into center field. Center fielder's going to track it down. Does get it in the glove. The tag at third. And that will be the first out as the runner comes down the line. Ben Hubley to score on the sac fly. And we go 5-0. Bucks. Parker McMinn, the 8-spot batter now at the plate, as Doty will drop a strike in on the first pitch. McMahon, though, has been batting well this weekend, opening up against Coeur d'Alene. Throw to first. He'd go 0 for 4, and that was a tough one. He was on the mound, so he was pulling double duty for that one. But then we move to the Missoula game with McMahon batting in the 7 spot this time. And he would go 0 for 4, but had a hit by pitch that earned him a run as we go even on the count. And then yesterday against Great Falls, that's when he would look fairly well. Here's the pitch, and it'll come inside for the ball. Runner at first, 1 out on the board. Here's the pitch. And this one's going to roll out to the shortstop. He'll pick it up. The toss to second. Now down the line. No, there's a collision at second on the slide. And they're going to say interference out at first. And that will turn the double play. We'll go ahead and step aside as the Bucks take a 5-0 lead here in the top of the first. It will be Butte's turn to bat right after this.
Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Montana owned and Montana proud. Your $29 a month Montana Mega Gym. Fuel has premier facilities with the latest equipment, nutrition superstores, high energy classes, refreshing smoothie bars, attentive childcare, expert trainers, and we never close. Best of all, you have access to 6 locations statewide for just $29 a month. That's less than $1 a day. Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Go to clubfuelfitness.com right now to find a Montana location near you.
Stitches of Missoula is your resource for embroidery and screen printing. Give Stitches a call today at 406-529-2632 to speak with their super friendly staff and have them take care of your embroidery needs. From business logos to team jerseys, Stitches Embroidery can help you and your team look good. Check them out online at stitchesmontana.com to see their full line of silkscreen and embroidery options. Stitches is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton from the Missoula Prep Sports Network. We go to the bottom of the first inning of our first game of the final day of the tournament with the Bozeman Bucks taking a 5-0 lead in the top of the first. The Butte Miners will get their chance to bat as Kenley Leary, Scout Allen, and Aiden Lee will be on the schedule. For the Miners this weekend, they didn't pick up their first run until yesterday. They did get 1 hit in 10 innings on Saturday, but for the Miners, they are 0-3. They have allowed 37 runs in 17 innings. And that brings us to Kenley Leary to start things off. So we'll settle in, and Sam Schmidt will have his first pitch fouled off for strike 1. Schmidt to settle on. And now the pitch. This one's a shot into left fielder. Left fielder's got a backpedal and slides it into the glove for out number 1. Ethan Coleman out there with the snag, and we go to Scout Allen with 1 out and nobody on. Allen, the second baseman. He's going to have this one bounce down the third base line. A good attack on the ball, throw to first, and that will be 2 away in 2 pitches, or 3 pitches. Takes us to Aiden Lee, the first baseman. So Lee will settle in. get strike one to Lee. And an even count now on the ball pitch by Schmidt. Two and one with the pitch by Schmidt. And this one's going to be into right field or into center field. That will load on Lee, and that will be a hit for the Miners here in the first inning. Takes us to Ryan Wall, the shortstop, with 2 outs and a runner at first now. Wall would have had some time on the pitcher's mound yesterday against Coeur d'Alene. He would be the starting pitcher as Schmidt will bring one inside for ball one. Wayne Wade, our plate umpire, with Klein Voorhees in the field. Wall did bat, though, did the double duty. He was 1 for 4. Reached off a walk and an error, though. An error at first at bat. Struck out his second and third and walked his final at bat. As Schmidt will deliver. And this one's going to bounce out to the shortstop. The throw to second, and that is the side. So the Miners are able to get one on, but it is 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll be back right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Warning, warning.
Fast Trip Conoco and Magic Touch Car Wash are at it again. They've taken what was already the best wash in town, the best value in town, and made it even better. Now, whenever you gas up your rig at Fast Trip Conoco, you can clean it up for half price. Yeah, you heard that right. When you fuel up your car at Fast Trip Conoco, you can get any wash at Magic Touch Car Wash for half price.
Warning, warning. This is not a drill.
It's the Gas It Up, Clean It Up special at Fast Trip Conoco and Magic Touch Car Wash on reserve across from Larchmont.
Half-price wash only valid when purchased at the pump or in Fast Trip Conoco.
The Missoula Prep Sports Network is Missoula's home for high school sports, and we need your help. MPSN is looking for local businesses to help us cover our local high school athletes by advertising their business on the Missoula Prep Sports Network. If you know of a business that would be interested in helping the Missoula Prep Sports Network in our coverage of high school sports in the Missoula area, drop us a line by using the Contact Us link at MPSN406.com. MPSN, Missoula's home for Missoula's Prep Sports heroes.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton from the Missoula Prep Sports Network at Allegiance Field, Ogren Park in Missoula, Montana, for the final day of the 2019 Missoula Mavericks Memorial Day Tournament. And our kickoff game of the day is the Bozeman Bucks and the Butte Miners. Bucks lead 5-0 over the Miners here in the top of the second inning. The Bucks putting 5 runs on in that first inning. And we start with the bottom of the order for Bozeman, Ethan Coleman. So 9-1-2 on the schedule for this game. Our next game comes up at 12:30, and that's going to be Coeur d'Alene versus Vauxhall. That should be a pretty good game. 3:30 is Missoula Mavericks versus Great Falls, and that's going to be the final regular game, and then the championship game will be played at 6 o'clock, and that is going to be decided, I believe, between Bozeman and Missoula. Here's a check swing, but the pitch will be over the plate by Doty. Wolfgang Doty on the 5 Valley Auto pitcher's mound, and brings in strike 1 on the first pitch. Here's this pitch, and this one will come inside to even us out at 1. For Coleman, he would get in as a 9-spot batter yesterday, and he would go 1 for 3. Walked his first at bat and reached his second, which earned him a run. Grounded out his last at bat. He batted in the 8th spot against Missoula on Saturday night, and that one he would go 1 for 4 as well with a walk and a single. This is going to tag him on the pitch, and that will load one on off the HBP. Takes us to Keller Murphy, the top of the order for the Bucks, with 1 on and no outs. Murphy will clean the quick dry off the bottom of his cleats and settles in. The Osprey did a great job. The Osprey staff did a great job to get this field ready to go last night, and then back here again early this morning putting it together. Here's the pitch by Doty, and this one's fouled down the first base line for strike one. But it was a team effort last night with Missoula and Coeur d'Alene and the Osprey staff putting this together, as once the rain stopped, it only took them about 45 minutes. We did have some puddles and a lot of quick dry they put down in around home plate, the pitcher's mound, and then between the bases, as this one will get us to strike two. But they don't have, like at Lindbergh Craig Field, the Mavericks and most of the Legion teams I've seen throughout the state, as this pickoff throw will be missed by the first baseman, allowing the runner to get around second and going ahead and taking the run to third as the throw is made, and that will be Coleman standing at third with a threat and no outs. And the Miners with an error. So Doty will settle with Murphy at 0-2. I thought it was 0-2, but on the board they were putting it as 1-1. This one's high into center field. Back for the catch is Leary, and that's one away as the tag is made at third. And the Bucks will clear the bases to make it 6-0 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. So with empty bases, the designated hitter Finn Schneider comes to the plate, and one out. Here's the pitch, and that one's going to tag Schneider right on the hip, and the Bucks will have a runner loaded up off the hit by pitch for the second time this inning. Takes us to Sage McMinn. With one out and one on. McMinn, his first at bat, singled with an RBI and came around to earn a run. McMinn would be the third run earned as Doty places this one over the plate for strike one. McMinn batting in all three games this weekend. 0 for 5 yesterday, or 0 for 4 yesterday against Great Falls as we get ball one. 0 for 4 against Missoula. Did reach off an error his second at bat that earned him a run. And 3 for 5 as this one's whacked into right field. It's got a lot of legs. It's going to bounce off the wall. Runner's around second on his way to third, and they're going to go ahead and wave him around on his way home, and this will be a stand-up triple for McMinn. And the Bucks will make it 7-0 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard, and Buney is now up for Hunter Buney is now up for Butte as this one takes a ride into center field. Center fielder is back and it's over his head. That will have a tag at third. And another triple, back-to-back triples for the Bucks that earn runs. Brings us to Ben Hubley. Pitch on the way by Doty. This one's dropped in low for a ball. Bucks lead 8-0 here in the top of the second. 1 out and a runner at third. Here's the 1-0 by Doty. And this one will be golfed forward and a little hop, and they're going to say foul as it bounced off the plate, and we go 1-1 on the count. Wade gives us our count. Doty with the stretch and set. And a low pitch will make it 2-1 on the count. Memorial Day weekend. It's great how sports has really helped with the remembrance of Memorial Day. Yesterday for the NASCAR race, they would actually red flag the race for a moment of silence. Red flag means that they stop the cars on the track. Nobody gets out. You just have to stop the car. They usually do that for serious wrecks, as we get the walk to put runners on the corners. We come to Karsten Simcox now with runners on first and third and no outs. And that will be a visit out to the mound. And this time it's LaProse, and the ball's handed over. That means we're going to see Hunter Buney come in here on the pitching change. So Doty is done. We'll be back with Hunter Buney right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Do you have a property you'd like to sell? Maybe you're looking for a new place to call your own. Well, you're in luck because the Kelly Touch is the local realtor for you. Whether small or large, the Kelly Touch would love to help you find your piece of Montana to call home. From Kalispell to Florence, the Kelly Touch has the experience to help you buy or sell property throughout western Montana. The Kelly Touch, your professional real estate needs met. The Kelly Touch is a proud sponsor of high school sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network. If you're looking to upgrade your car, stop by Five Valley Auto Sales. From the moment you walk through the door, you'll be in for the best car buying experience ever. From their large inventory to their experienced staff, Five Valley Auto Sales is committed to helping you find the right car for you. View their featured vehicles online at www.5valleyautosales.com or stop by their location at 3300 South Reserve Street in Missoula. Five Valley Auto Sales is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on MPSN.
Have you recently found yourself in a situation where you need a lawyer? Give our friends at Tip Coburn & Associates a call today. They have been practicing injury, employment, and criminal defense in addition to other areas of law for the past 60 years. Give Tip Coburn & Associates a call today at 406-549-5186 or stop by their website at www.tipcoburnandassociates.com. Tip Coburn & Associates, lawyers fighting for Montana since 1959 and proud sponsors of Missoula Prep Sports on MPSN.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton at Allegiance Field at Ogren Park, as we've got a new face on the Five Valley Auto pitcher's mound, and that is Hunter Buney, and for some reason I put him on the wrong side of the sheet. But for Doty, he would go 1 1/3 innings, 8 runs off of 5 hits, walk 3, hit 2, and no strikeouts in 40 pitches on duty. For the Bucks, it's Karsten Simcox, as Buney will slide in. And Buney was at the catcher position yesterday for the Miners against Coeur d'Alene in that wet game. And my hat's off to this young man, as he had to really put some work in behind the plate because of the weather. And Buney will start out with a strike to Simcox. Simcox was walked his first at bat. And Buney, he's one of those utility players that you look for. as this pitch is behind for ball one. 1-1 on the count, but for the Miners, both Buney and Allen as well as Wall, they're all three guys that you can pretty much plug in just about anywhere and they will give you what you need. So it's fun to watch Buney on the field no matter where he is at. Here's the 1-1. And we get ball two. Top of the second inning. 8-0 Bucks on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. Here's the stretch and set. And an outside pitch will make it 3-1 on the count. We've got Geiselman at third and Hubley at first for the Bucks. 3 runs earned here in this inning, as this one is going to be a check swing to fill the count up at 3-2, and that's what Wayne Wade's going to tell us. 3-2 on the count. Buney now with the stretch and set. And this one's going to be popped straight up in the air. Buney says he's got it, and the catcher will come in and take it away. And that will be 2 away. The runners will stay at first and third.
Number 8, Logan Palethorpe.
Takes us to the catcher, Logan Palethorpe. Buney had call on that, but Carson Dodge comes in and snags it at the last second. I imagine with it so short, that's probably in Dodge's territory. Buney coming off the mound very quickly, though. Here is the stretch and set. And a roller foul for strike one for Palethorpe. He had a sac fly RBI in his first at-bat. As now we've got Schmidt going back down to the bullpen to warm up, as he's had extended break here. Bozeman just about through their order once again. Here's the pitch, and this one's going to be popped up again. Over second this time. The shortstop's going to come in, and it's in the glove, and that's a side. So 3 runs earned, 2 runners left behind, and it's now 8-0 Bucks on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. We'll be back with the bottom of the second right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
If you're looking to upgrade your car, stop by Five Valley Auto Sales. From the moment you walk through the door, you'll be in for the best car buying experience ever. From their large inventory to their experienced staff, Five Valley Auto Sales is committed to helping you find the right car for you. View their featured vehicles online at www.5valleyautosales.com or stop by their location at 3300 South Reserve Street in Missoula. Five Valley Auto Sales is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on MPSN. Mike's Print and Copy is your locally owned print shop. Whether it's custom letterhead or business cards, Mike and his friendly staff understand that your business is important to you and will make sure that your project is handled in a professional and timely manner. Drop into Mike's Print and Copy to have them take care of your printing needs. Stop by 1503 South Russell or give them a call today at 406-728-3363 to have Mike's Print and Copy take care of your printing needs. Mike's Print and Copy is a proud sponsor of high school sports in Missoula and the surrounding community.
Welcome back to MPSN as we drop to the bottom of the second inning. The Bozeman Bucks leading the Butte Miners to 8-0 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. First game of the day. We'll have 3 regular games and then the championship game. Right now, Vauxhall leading the way at 3-0, and Bozeman trying to make it impressive here, as they and Missoula are the 2 teams at 2-1 vying for a position. The Mavericks will be in play later on this afternoon. They will have Great Falls at 3:30. The game in between, though, will be a 12:30 game, and it's Vauxhall and Coeur d'Alene. Leading things off for Butte in the bottom of the second is Casey Kotzman, the left fielder. 5, 6, 7 batters scheduled on the inning. Sam Schmidt on the 5 Valley Auto bullpen. Pitcher's mound, as this one's going to be rolled. The second baseman will have the dive on the catch, and they're going to say safe for the runner, and the Miners will have a hit to start the second inning.
The third baseman, number 18, Evan Starr.
Takes us to Evan Starr now, with a runner loaded up at first. Here's the pitch, and Schmidt will drop it over the plate for strike one. Sam Schmidt. We did see him for a moment. They didn't want to get him too stretched out because they wanted him for yesterday, but he did, as we have a swing for strike two. Evan Starr at the plate. And he would not get in yesterday against Coeur d'Alene, as this one's a hopper right to, and they'll have the tag at the runner out towards first for out number one. It advances the runner to second.
Designated hitter number 20, Riley Ciotti.
And that will take us to Riley Ciotti, the designated hitter. So one out now with a runner at second in Kotzman. Ciotti, another one that did not play yesterday against Coeur d'Alene. We did see him, double check though, we did see him against Vauxhall on Saturday in their second game, as we are 1-0 on the count. Schmidt with the delivery. This one's going to be high and short into right field, and the second baseman comes in on the slide for the out. So with 2 outs on the board and a runner at second, we come to the number 8 spot batter, the catcher, Carson Dodge. So with Dodge settling in, here's the pitch, and this one's punched straight up in the air. Schmidt says he's got it, and this time the third baseman will come in and put it in the glove, and that will strand the runner on the bases. So Butte loads one up and not able to capitalize. We go to the top of the third, 8-0 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard.
Do you have a property you'd like to sell? Maybe you're looking for a new place to call your own. Well, you're in luck, because the Kelly Touch is the local realtor for you. Whether small or large, the Kelly Touch would love to help you find your piece of Montana to call home. From Kalispell to Florence, the Kelly Touch has the experience to help you buy or sell property throughout western Montana. The Kelly Touch, your professional real estate needs met. The Kelly Touch is a proud sponsor of high school sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Hockey Wolf and Lacrosse Wolf is Missoula's one-stop shop for all your hockey and lacrosse needs.
Check this out.
It may be warm outside, but you can still take care of your hockey fix in their 1/3 sized indoor rink.
Really? Wow, crazy.
Stop in to 1010 North Avenue West and see what they have in store for your hockey needs. Hockey Wolf and Lacrosse Wolf is a proud sponsor of high school sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton from Missoula Prep Sports Network, as we've got the first game of the final day of the 2019 Missoula Mavericks Memorial Day Tournament. Bozeman Bucks, I don't know why I keep saying Bitterroot Bucks. They're over at Lindbergh Craigfield playing in the A portion of the tournament. But it's the Bozeman Bucks leading the Butte Miners 8-0 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. Top of the third inning, and that will take us to the number 8 spot batter, Parker McMahon, So 8-9-1 on the schedule. And Hunter Buney coming in for Wolfgang Doty to try and cap things off here for the Bucks and not let this one get too far away.
Number 13, Parker McMahon.
So Parker McMahon will come to the plate for the second time today. And he would be out at first, his first at bat, due to interference on a slide at second. So that would actually turn a double play to end the first inning. Here's the pitch. And one swing, one pitch, and this one's into right field for out number 1.
Number 5, Ethan Coleman.
Drops us to the bottom of the order. To Ethan Coleman, who was hit by a pitch to start the second inning. 1 out, nobody on. Here's the pitch. And he's going to be hit by a pitch for the second time to put him at first. Swings us to the top of the order now to Keller Murfitt with 1 out and 1 on. Murfitt, a lefty, settles in. He's 1 for 2, singled his first at bat and earned a run. His second at bat would be a sac fly RBI, as the outside pitch will get us to ball 1. Buney with the stretch and set, and a swing for a foul ball to even us out at 1 on the count. Murfitt 1 for 4 against Great Falls yesterday. He had a single his third at bat, earned him a run, as Buney finds the outside of the plate for strike 2. 1-2 on the count. Murfitt has been the leadoff batter in all 3 games. 0 for 5 against Missoula. Was walked his first at bat. Had a sac bunt his fourth at bat. That had an RBI on the squeeze play. That game against Missoula was an epic game. One of the best Legion baseball games I think I've seen in quite a while. Pitch dropped in, takes us to an even count at, I missed one, so it's 3-2. After the moisture and the sun's starting to come out, I've got a little bite of the allergies, but we'll fight it off and work through. Here's the pitch by Buney. And a shot fair down the left field line. This was going to stay inside the line and hop right in front of the left fielder. That will put runners at first and second now for the Bucks. Brings us to the number 2 spot batter, Finn Schneider, the designated hitter. 1 out, and runners at first and second as the sun is coming out to grace us with its presence. Yesterday was a little bit chilly sitting up here in the booth. Kind of envying the boys as they were down in the field running around. Here's Buney now with the first pitch to Schneider. And Schneider takes it for a ride down the third base line. That's going to stay fair. Runner comes around the corner at third. And the runner from first will stand up at second. And the double will earn a run for the Bucks to make it 9-0 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard.
Number 11, Zane McMahon.
Scoring Coleman. That's 2 runs for him on the day now. Puts runners at second and third. Murfitt at third and Schneider at second. Buny nods, and the stretch and set as Sage McMinn steps in. Outside pitch for ball 1 to McMinn. McMinn, 2 for 2 with 2 runs and 2 RBIs. Singled his first at bat, doubled his last. Let's see what he's got here. And this one's hit high and hard down the third base line, but it'll be fouled to even the count out at 1. So McMinn settles back in. Buny shakes off the first and nods on the second. Here's the pitch. Outside, and we get 2-1 on the count. Alton Geiselman in the on-deck circle. And this one's going to be over the shortstop's head. It's going to have a good bounce into left field. That will bring the runner down the line from third, and the single will make it 10-0 Bucks on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard here in the top of the third. Bringing us to Alton Geiselman with 1 out and runners at first and third. For the Bucks. Stretch and set. And this one's down the third base line. That's going to be foul for strike 1 to Geiselman. Geiselman 2 for 2, both of them triples. He's got a run and 2 RBIs. He's batting in the number 4 spot. Buny now with the stretch and set. And this one's delivered into center field, and it's going to be out of range for the center fielder. There's the tag at third. Runner will come home around the corner, and they'll hold him up at second and third, and that will add a double to Geiselman's triples. And it's 11-0 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard.
Number 3, Ben Hughley.
Scoring Schneider. And Voorhees and Buny having a brief conversation out there. Leaning in now and a nod by Buny. Here's the pitch. And a shot into right field will score the runner from third. And that will put runners at first and third now for the Bucks as they make it 12-0 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. And Bozeman becoming the machine as they're putting runners in scoring position.
Bozeman, batting for Simcox. Number 6, Brady Hicks.
So a new man at the plate for the Bucks as Brady Higgs comes to the plate in the place of Simcox. And the first pitch to Higgs is going to be strike 1. And I believe this is the first time we've seen Higgs at the plate. It is. And he'll roll this one to the second baseman. The toss to the shortstop. Down the line to first is not in time. The runner from third will score. That'll put 2 outs on the board with a runner at first. And it's now 13-0 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. Logan Palethorpe. He'll take a swing at the first pitch and roll it out to the left fielder. That will put runners at first and second now for the Bucks, and they continue to machine their way along here against Butte. Butte playing at the A level this year. They're not fielding the AA squad. They decided to peel back, rebuild their group here, their team. Get the community and the boys excited about Legion baseball. That way they can field both the AA and the A team, as it's outside for ball one by Buney to Parker McMinn. We do have a thrower in the bullpen for Butte. As this one's going to be rolled to the third baseman, the throw to first, and that will be the side. So a runner left, 2 runners left behind, and 5 earned, and makes it 13-0 Bucks. We'll be back right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Have you recently found yourself in a situation where you need a lawyer? Give our friends at Tip Coburn and Associates a call today. They have been practicing injury, employment, and criminal defense in addition to other areas of law for the past 60 years. Give Tip Coburn and Associates a call today at 406-549-5186 or stop by their website at www.tipcoburnandassociates.com. Tip Coburn and Associates, lawyers fighting for Montana since 1959 and proud sponsors of Missoula Prep Sports on MPSN.
Advertising on the web can be intimidating. Where do you start? What is the most effective way to reach the audience you are targeting? Milk Crate Media can help you reach your audience, whether it is social media marketing or creating a unique commercial for streaming or for radio advertising. Milk Crate Media can help you build a new website or rebuild your existing website that will bring users back again and again. Visit www.mcratemedia.com today. Milk Crate Media is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports in Missoula and the surrounding valley.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton from the Missoula Prep Sports Network, as we are in the bottom of the third inning in a game where the Bozeman Bucks have played like a machine. They lead 13-0 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. For the Miners, bottom of the order to lead things off, Cote Stakar, the right fielder. So 9-1-2 on the schedule, as Sam Schmidt will jump on that 5 Valley Auto pitcher's mound for his 3rd inning of duty. So stage car.
What's happening to your mushroom hunting trip? It's kind of fizzle, and we haven't heard good reports from anybody.
7-4-12. So Bozeman with some changes. And 4 for 5. So we'll get those caught up for you here as we go through the game with Stage Car with his first pitch. He's going to roll this one out. It's going to get past the third baseman, and the Miners will load up a runner to start things off here in the bottom of the third. Stage Car reaching.
Number 2, Kenley Leary.
Brings us to Kenley Leary with one on here in the bottom of the third. Schmidt will deliver, and Leary is going to have this one fouled down the first base line for strike 1. So Cole Simcox coming in for Alton Geiselman, as this one's fouled off for strike 2. And Wyatt Amande for Ethan Coleman. So Amande will lead things off. Pitch on the way, and it's in the dirt for ball 1. So 1-2 now. Schmidt in the 3rd inning. He's got 20 total pitches on his count. He's allowed 3 hits. No walks or strikeouts, as we are 1-2 on the count. Runner at first. And this one's reached for by Leary. It's going to be hopped up over first, and it's in the glove of the second baseman for out number 1. Brings up Scout Allen. Allen stepping in for the second time today. Schmidt will deliver. And a swing for strike one. Aiden Lee in the on-deck circle. Allen settling in. He was a ground ball to third for the first at bat. Second out in the first inning as we go 0-2 on the count. Allen, though, in every game, played third for the game against Great Falls and Vauxhall, second against Coeur d'Alene yesterday, and today against Bozeman as we get ball 1-2 on the count. Here's the pitch. And this one's popped up high into right field. The second baseman trips on the fringe, so the right fielder comes in, and that's in the glove for out number 2. Brings us to Aiden Lee, the first baseman. 2 outs and a runner at first in Stagecoach. And Schmidt will place it over the plate for strike one. Schmidt with the pitch. And a swing for strike two by Lee. Lee would be the first hit of the game for the Miners as he would single in the first inning. Here's the pitch by Schmidt. And we're back outside for a ball. 1-2. Ryan Wall in the on-deck circle with 1 on and 2 outs here in the bottom of the third. And a high pitch evens us out at 2 on the count. The stretch and set. And a hopper foul will keep us at 2-2. Schmidt now leans in to get the pitch. Runner at first steps away. Here's the pitch. And we get a loaded count at 3-2. Here's the pitch by Schmidt. And this one's into center field. Center field comes up, puts it in the glove, and that is the side. So for the third inning in a row, the Miners are able to get one on, but he gets left behind, and we stay at 13-0 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. Top of the fourth right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
If you're looking to upgrade your car, stop by Five Valley Auto Sales. From the moment you walk through the door, you'll be in for the best car buying experience ever. From their large inventory to their experienced staff, Five Valley Auto Sales is committed to helping you find the right car for you. View their featured vehicles online at www.5valleyautosales.com or stop by their location at 3300 South Reserve Street in Missoula. Five Valley Auto Sales is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on MPSN.
Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Montana owned and Montana proud. Your $29 a month Montana Mega Gym. Fuel has premier facilities with the latest equipment, nutrition superstores, high energy classes, refreshing smoothie bars, attentive childcare, expert trainers, and we never close. Best of all, you have access to 6 locations statewide for just $29 a month. That's less than $1 a day. Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Go to clubfuelfitness.com right now to find a Montana location near you.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton for the Missoula Prep Sports Network. We have the top of the fourth inning with the Bozeman Bucks leading the Butte Miners 4-0. on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. And we have some changes here on the field. We'll get them worked out. But a new face on the pitcher's mound in Egan Lester. I apologize. So Wyatt Amande will face a new pitcher to start things off. Two fresh faces. For us in the game. So Hunter Buney done on the mound. As Amande approaches the plate. So Amende comes to the plate, and we get ready to go for Lester. For Hunter Buney, it would be an inning and 2/3. No strikeouts, no walks, hit one batter. 5 runs off of 7 hits as we get ball 1 in 29 pitches. Amande will be hit by the pitch to load up on first. And this is the second inning that a runner has reached for Bozeman off the hit by pitch to start, or to be the first runner on. It would be Coleman who got hit by a pitch, so all 3 hit by pitches in a row for the 9-spot batter, twice for Coleman and once for Amande, as we have strike 1 dropped in to Keller Murfitt. Murfitt 2 for 3 with a pair of runs and an RBI. As we go even on the count. Lester with the stretch and set. And a foul ball. Next game coming up at 12:30. That is Coeur d'Alene and Vauxhall. And then Mavericks and Great Falls at 3:30. Championship game will be at 6. And right now it is Vauxhall 3-0. And then these Bozeman Bucks and the Missoula Mavericks 2-1. So these two teams, and they're going to call a balk. And the balk will put the runner at second. Now for the Bucks. Finn Schneider in the on-deck circle. And this is going to be a shot in the dirt to get us even at the count on 2-2. Here's the stretch and set. And a swing foul down the third base line. Keeps us at 2-2 on the count. Murfitt hanging out in center field all 4 games this weekend. And he has been a stronghold for the Bucks the last couple of years, as this one's going to be bounced out to the second baseman. The throw to first is made and on target. That will put one away with a runner at third now. And now we've got Schmidt batting in the DH spot. So I imagine we'll see a change on the pitcher's mound possibly with Schmidt batting, but we'll see. And Schmidt, looking through here, he did bat yesterday against Great Falls, as he's going to take this one foul for strike 1. He would come in and bat for Cole Simcox and singled his one at bat in the 5th inning. Pitch on the way. Swung on, bounced down the third base line. Here's a throw to first, and there's 2 away with the runner scoring. And the Bucks lead 14-0 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard.
Number 11, Sage McMinn.
scoring Amande. So that clears the bases out with one out on the board as we come to Sage McMinn. And a swing will be strike one for McMinn. McMinn he's 3 for 3. 2 singles, a triple, 3 RBIs, and 3 runs. So the right fielder has been well inside the box today. And this one dropped in by Lester will give us an even count at 1. 1-1 on the count. 1 out and nobody on, and there is action in the bullpen, and it looks like number 2 is out there pitching as this one's bounced to the second baseman. Here's a throw to first, and we've got 2 away now. And that will be out number 3. Okay, so Bozeman will be done after 4. We'll be back with the bottom of the 4th right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Stitches of Missoula is your resource for embroidery and screen printing. Give Stitches a call today at 406-529-2632 to speak with their super friendly staff and have them take care of your embroidery needs. From business logos to team jerseys, Stitches Embroidery can help you and your team look good. Check them out online at stitchesmontana.com to see their full line of silkscreen and embroidery options. Stitches is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Do you have a property you'd like to sell? Maybe you're looking for a new place to call your own. Well, you're in luck because the Kelly Touch is the local realtor for you. Whether small or large, the Kelly Touch would love to help you find your piece of Montana to call home. From Kalispell to Florence, the Kelly Touch has the experience to help you buy or sell property throughout western Montana. The Kelly Touch, your professional real estate needs met. The Kelly Touch is a proud sponsor of high school sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton from the Missoula Prep Sports Network as we come to the bottom of the 4th inning. Bozeman Bucks leading the Butte Miners 14-0 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. Hello, everyone. Chris Stratton from the Missoula Prep Sports Network on this Memorial Day. I hope you are enjoying the day, taking some time to remember why we have this holiday, and remembering those that have fallen for the cause. Here at Allegiance Field, we've got the 4, 5, 6 batters in the bottom of the 4th for Butte, with Ryan Wall leading off the inning. Schmidt with the stretch and set, and a low pitch will be ball 1. We did have action in the bullpen as Keller Murfitt was warming up out there, and a substitution in the field puts him off as this one's rolled into the third baseman's glove. The throw to first is on target. The bag is stuck, and that's 1 away. 2 pitches, 1 out. Brings us to Casey Kotzman, the left fielder, with 1 out. Kotzman, 1 for 1, singled his first at bat. He would be the second hit of the game for the Miners. Here's the pitch, and it'll be strike 1 by Schmidt. Kotzman didn't play yesterday against Coeur d'Alene, as he's going to bounce this one foul towards the third base dugout to go 0-2. Against Vauxhall on Saturday, though, he would get in, struck out both times, and we did not see him in the game against Great Falls. So one game here that Kotzman has participated in at the tournament, as Schmidt will take us to 1-2 on the count. Bottom of 4, pitch on the way. This one's rolled out, picked up by the shortstop. The throw to first is made. The bag is stuck, and that is out number 2. Brings us to Evan Starr. with 2 outs and nobody on. Starr with a ground ball to the first baseman. His first at bat. It'd be the first out of the second inning, and he's going to take this one for a ride, and it'll bounce in front of the left fielder, and that'll be a hit for the Miners. So the Miners have been able to plug a hit on each one of the innings, still looking to capitalize with some runs. We come to Riley Chiote with 2 outs and a runner at first now. Schmidt with the peak at first, and now the stretch and set. And we get strike 1 as Wayne Wade, our plate umpire, raises his fist in the air. Here's the pitch. And a swing. It will have contact, but regardless, it is strike 1. 1-2 on the count. Carson Dodge is in the on-deck circle for the Miners with 2 outs and a runner at first. Here's the pitch. And we'll get ball. I'm going to say strike 2, I thought. But we'll go 1-2 on the count. Here's the pitch. And contact will keep the batter alive at 1-2. Gonna have a gorgeous day here, I think, in Missoula. I think the moisture's gonna stay off. We got some high, puffy clouds, but the sun poking through. Here's the pitch. And we get ball 2, so 2-2. Sam Schmidt on the 5 Valley Auto pitchers mound. No runs off of 4 hits for Schmidt. He hasn't struck anybody out, and we don't have any walks, as this one's going to be pushed up, and the shortstop will come in and have the grab. So 1 left behind for the Miners as we move to the top of the 5th inning. It's 14-0 Bucks. We'll be back right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Warning, warning.
Fast Trip Conoco and Magic Touch Car Wash are at it again. They've taken what was already the best wash in town, the best value in town, and made it even better. Now, whenever you gas up your rig at Fast Trip Conoco, you can clean it up for half price. Yeah, you heard that right. When you fuel up your car at Fast Trip Conoco, you can get any wash at Magic Touch Car Wash for half price.
Warning, warning. This is not a drill.
It's the Gas It Up, Clean It Up special at Fast Trip Conoco and Magic Touch Car Wash on reserve across from Larchmont.
Half-price wash only valid when purchased at the pump or in Fast Trip Conoco.
The Missoula Prep Sports Network is Missoula's home for high school sports, and we need your help. MPSN is looking for local businesses to help us cover our local high school athletes by advertising their business on the Missoula Prep Sports Network. If you know of a business that would be interested in helping the Missoula Prep Sports Network in our coverage of high school sports in the Missoula area, drop us a line by using the Contact Us link at MPSN406.com. MPSN, Missoula's home for Missoula's Prep Sports heroes.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton from the Missoula Prep Sports Network. We have the top of the 5th inning here with the Bozeman Bucks leading the Butte Miners 14-0. Hello, everyone. Chris Stratton at Allegiance Field at Ogren Park in Missoula, Montana. The final day of the 2019 Maverick Memorial Day Tournament. As the Bucks lead 14-0 very impressively through this one. The Bucks this weekend, they earned 2 in their first game against Coeur d'Alene, or allowed 2. Okay. So they scored 11 against Coeur d'Alene. They would score 7 against the Mavericks, as we have Cole Simcox at the plate for the Bucks, and Simcox is going to bounce this one out. Shortstop has it in the glove. The throw to first is on target, and we have 1 away with 1 pitch. Brings us to Ben Hubley, And there's actually number 10 is going to come in. That's Hunter Williams. So Hubley done, going 1 for 3 with a walk and an error, or reaching off an error, as the pitch dropped in for a ball by Egan Lester. He has been on the mound, taking over for Hunter Buney, who went 1 2/3. Here's the stretch and set, and the inside pitch will make us ball 2. Hunter Williams, though, looking through my book here to see, I don't show him at the plate at all this weekend as we get strike 1. 2-1 on the count. I know he did pitch earlier, as he would pitch against Missoula. This one is high and into center field, in the glove, and that is 2 away now.
Number 6, Brady Higgs.
We come to Brady Higgs for the second time today with 2 outs and nobody on. The Miners looking to put a goose egg up for the first time for the Bucks as we go outside to ball 1. And since Lester's come in, only one batter has reached, and that was off a hit by pitch. Other than that, he's put the ball in play to allow his defense to help him out. Inside pitch takes us to 2-0 on the count. The pitch, and we get ball 3. The stretch and set, and Lester gets it over the plate to get into the count at 3-1. Logan Palethorpe in the on-deck circle. Hunter Murfitt in the bullpen as we get a swing for strike 2 to give us a full count at 3-2. And if Lester can knock down this batter, it'll be 1-2-3 for the Bucks for the first time this game. And this one is going to go hop right in front of the center fielder, and that will load the runner on. That takes us to Logan Palethorpe,
Number 8, Logan Palethorpe.
the catcher. Palethorpe is 1 for 3. He did have a sac fly RBI his first at bat, but a pop out to the shortstop would end the second inning, his last at bat. And Lester will deliver a ball outside. Here's the pitch. And we get ball 2. A nod and a peek at first, and now the stretch and set by Lester. And this one is going to get out into right field on the hop, and that'll put runners at first and second for the Bucks.
Number 13, Parker McMahon.
Parker McMahon now for the Bucks with 2 outs and 2 on. Top of the 5th inning. Bozeman leading 14-0 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. Here's the stretch and set. And Wayne Wade will lift the fist for strike 1. Lester would love to strand these 2 batters on. And a hopper over the backstop, going to come down, almost palmed by one of the parents for the Butte Miners. It's going to be strike 2, though. The stretch and set, and we get a ball as Dodge will keep it in front of him, and we go 1-2 on the count. Lester climbs back up on the 5 Valley Auto pitcher's mound and sets his foot on the rubber. Hunter Murfitt continues to warm up in the bullpen. They've got a young man playing catch as well as we go 2-2 on the count, so we might see a change on the field as well. Here's the pitch. And a foul ball will keep us at 2-2. Next game comes up at 12:30. That's Coeur d'Alene and Vauxhall. The Mavericks and Great Falls will play at 3:30, and then the championship game as I see the Coeur d'Alene bus go by on Broadway across the river. So Coeur d'Alene on their way to the park, as this one's a long foul down the first base line. Runners will go back to first and second. Higgs at first. Palethorpe at first, Higgs at second, both of them reaching off a single with 2 outs. And this one is in the dirt to get us at a full count at 3-2. Lester looking to get out of this side, stranding 2 and no runs. This one's going to be hopped up over, and it's going to come down right 2 rows below us, and we stay at 3-2. Here's the pitch. And that's a walk to load the bases with 2 outs. Bringing us to the bottom of the order, Wyatt Amende. Pitch on the way. And that one's going to tag the batter. That'll bring the runner home from third with loaded bases. And it's now 15-0 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard with 2 outs. Brings us to Keller Murfitt now. Top of the order. Loaded bases and 2 outs. Here's the pitch by Lester, and he'll be outside for the ball. Outside pitch makes it 2-0 on the count. And now Reese Cox is being sent to the bullpen for the Miners. This one was going to be rolled out, picked up in the dirt by the second baseman, throw to first, and that is the side. So 1 run earned, 3 left behind, and we go to the bottom of the 5th right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Advertising on the web can be intimidating. Where do you start? What is the most effective way to reach the audience you are targeting? Milk Crate Media can help you reach your audience, whether it is social media marketing or creating a unique commercial for streaming or for radio advertising. Milk Crate Media can help you build a new website or rebuild your existing website that will bring users back again and again. Visit www.mcratemedia.com today. Milk Crate Media is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports in Missoula and the surrounding valley.
Have you recently found yourself in a situation where you need a lawyer? Give our friends at Tip Coburn & Associates a call today. They have been practicing injury, employment, and criminal defense in addition to other areas of law for the past 60 years. Give Tip Coburn & Associates a call today at 406-549-5186 or stop by their website at www.tipcoburnandassociates.com. Tip Coburn & Associates, lawyers fighting for Montana since 1959 and proud sponsors of Missoula Prep Sports on MPSN.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratt from the Missoula Prep Sports Network as we move to the bottom of the 5th inning, and it is Keller Murfitt on the 5 Valley Auto pitcher's mound. And Sam Schmidt is done. And he would have a decent game In 4 innings, no strikeouts, no walks, no hit by pitches, no runs, and 4 hits for the Miners. And for Butte to lead the inning off is Carson Dodge, so 8-9-1 on the schedule. Butte has been able to put a runner on in each inning, but not able to capitalize, as Coeur d'Alene is in the building now. I mean, the Vauxhall Jets are in the building as they are down the third base line getting ready. First pitch by Murphy will be ball 1. And I'll have to double check on this, but Sam Schmidt with only 32 pitches in 4 innings. This one's a high golfed shot into left field. Left fielder dances, puts it in the glove, and that's 1 away here in the bottom of the 5th. Now, with the tournament rules, all games are 7 innings unless a tie. Then they go 2 1/4 hours. No inning may begin after 2 1/4 hours unless there is a tie, and an 8-run rule in 5 innings. Here's the pitch by Murphy, and he'll find the plate for strike 1 to Coit Stagecar. Murphy will deliver strike 2 now. 0-2 on the count. For Bozeman, we haven't seen a strikeout yet today. So Murphy looking to see if he can close out the Miners and get 1 strikeout in here. This one into center field. It's got a little leg on it. It's back. The center fielder is there. It's in the glove, and it is out, number 2. So the top of the order, Kinley Leary, having the fate of the Miners in his bat with 2 down, nobody on. And the Miners only scoring runs against Coeur d'Alene as this one's foul down the third base line for strike 1. They would earn 4 runs against Coeur d'Alene yesterday in the 10-4 loss. Full 7 innings that game would go. But other than that, they were held scoreless on Saturday. They only had 1 hit in 10 innings between Great Falls and Vauxhall. Here's Murphy with the stretch and set. And this one's back into center field. Center fielder puts it in the glove, and that is game. So Bozeman will get the win. 15-0 over the Butte Miners. The game was 1 hour and 29 minutes. And we'll be back with game number 2 at 12:30. We'll go ahead and leave the stream up for you. We're going to close it out, and then we'll bring the stream back. Have a great rest of your Memorial Day. We'll see you at 12:30.
Thank you for tuning in to this presentation of Missoula Sports.
What a rush!
MPSN's coverage of Missoula Sports is proudly powered by Fuel Fitness.
Always, always, always.
Tune in next time when the Missoula Prep Sports Network has coverage of your local sports heroes.